This has been discussed now for years and years and years, and city leaders, this is a bit of a sore spot if you talk to them about it, because they would love, of course, to have the notoriety and the fame that comes with hosting a Super Bowl. There have been traditionally issues with our stadium that they bring up. The NFL likes nice new stadiums.
They like dome stadiums.
Preferably with domes. You know, if you're in Miami, you don't have to worry about it so much. But here you do have the chance you could get snow, so they want a dome. That's expensive. They talked about retrofitting the current stadium. That's really expensive. So under the current guidelines, I think they agreed to middle of last year is basically make some upgrades to the current stadium and then revisit the issue, I think in 2036.
Couple years
around the corner.
So yeah, it's going to be a while, and I think unless the NFL changes their standards or something else happens, I don't think that we'll be getting one.
It'll probably more than likely moved out of the city way in the future.
Yeah.
10, 12 years from now. There's just not the room up there. There's not the parking.
The challenge is tearing down the current stadium and then building a new one in its place. You're talking about years and years and years and years if you did that. And that's they don't want to do that.
See, what Nashville did, what Tennessee did, is where the parking lot is for the current stadium, that's where they're building the new stadium. It's right next door.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. We have no opportunity here. There's no land.
Well, okay, so hopefully the Panthers win a Super Bowl before the 36.
Yes, that's
so we have
more
11
likely.
years.
That's more likely. That's more likely.
But let's talk about next season. According to DraftKings and others, the Eagles are actually favored to win it again next year. That's right, it's a 6-to-1 odds. So this is all based on if you bet $100 how much you would win. So yeah, $100 would turn into $600 if you bet on the Eagles. The Chiefs #2 with the Ravens and the Bills. That is a three-way tie, and all of them were the contenders this year. But the Panthers showing about a 13,000 to 100 odds, and some apps as much as 15,000. But here's the good news. They're not the worst. It's actually the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. They are tied for last place. And I've seen some apps that if you bet $100 on the Giants winning, you win $25,000. Don't make that bet. You're wasting your $100.
Saquon Barkley is not there anymore.
Yeah.
That team anymore.
But hey, it was this time last year, the Panthers were at the bottom. Now we're like the 5th worst.
Right.
So.
One day.
We're progressing.
One day at a time.
There we go. We saw some promising things from
Baby
Bryce Young.
steps.
So
We'll be back to the Super Bowl in no time.
yeah.